What's going on, guys? It is Comic Collector 101 here, coming at you with another video. First of all, if I sound like complete crap, I'm sorry, but it's like real late at night, and I just got back from a party, so yeah, that's how that's going. But I decided to make this video anyway just because I need to get some of these books put away. Because some of these books have been sitting here for months, and I just need to get them put away. So, but anyway, since I have so many books to go through, I'm just gonna split this up into two parts. One, the books I'm going to show you in this video are going to be books that I've held on to for months. Like I want to say ever since in May. Then the next batch of books will just be like recent books that I've been picking up ever since August 4th. So yeah, yeah. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So the first couple books are from a store that I haven't really been getting that much luck because, number one, it's either been nothing there for me to buy, or I want some books that they have, but the price is just not in my range, so I pass it up. So yeah, and the drive there is so ridiculous because normally if I do see something, I will probably come out with like 2 or 3 books. And that's what really happened here. So I haven't went there in months, but this is what I picked up from my last visit from over there. So we're starting out with a bang right here. We're starting out with Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 4. One of the classic covers by Jim Steranko. I've been wanting this book for a really long time, but I haven't really found one in my price range, you know, and this is actually the first one I have seen out in the wild that's in my price range, because every other comic or copy that I've seen, they're wanting like 150 to 200 bucks for it, and I'm not paying that. But I found this copy for 70 bucks. I think he wanted 100 for it, but I got him to 70, and it was in a set. This guy the store owner had a set of it, like the early S.H.I.E.L.D. run from 1 through, I want to say it was like 25 to 30, maybe somewhere in that range. And I asked him if I could just have number 4, and he said 100, and then I got him down to 70, and I'm like, boom, I'll take it for 70 at that time. Now that I look back on it, I probably just should have waited and to find a better copy, because this copy is actually like severely brown. It is really, really brown. But everything is still intact with the book. But yeah, I mean, everything is intact and everything. It's just the browning on it really gets me. And I probably even should have paid 74 if I wanted it. Actually, I think I remember telling him that I wanted 60 for it, but he wouldn't budge at that. So I kind of I took it at 70. Because on eBay, like, it's not even going for that much. It's probably going for at least 50 in this grade, maybe. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't even put a grade on it if I really wanted to. But I mean, it's still a pretty cool book to have. But yeah, just he had the set of 1 through 30, and yeah, I cherry picked number 4. And he told me, he said, mostly people will just buy the whole set because basically this store, this is how they get some of their money. They make their profit is from selling sets of a particular run of a series or a mini series or something, and they'll sell it as a set. So that's how they get most of their money from. and like the Wizard card game tournaments and all that crap. And yeah, I mean, I don't play Wizard. I don't play that stuff. I just don't. Never got into it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool book to have. So I'm pretty stoked to have it. So yes. Okay. Now this was a freebie because I bought that book. He gave me Spider-Man number 17. First, excuse me, first meeting between Thanos and Spider-Man, which is pretty cool, significant to me, especially with how their interactions went along in Infinity War. So I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, you could probably find this book anywhere for cheap. I wouldn't pay more than $5 for it. So, yeah, but pretty cool cover with Thanos on the cover. I remember at one point, like, this book was going for like $10 maybe. It's probably just not even going for that now. But yeah, got that for free. I love free stuff. Free. I love free. Okay, next book. Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, number 1. This has actually been on my want list for many years. I've been wanting this book ever since I first started collecting comics. Back in, it was 2011 or 2012. It was one of those years. And I've always wanted this book. But at that time, like when I was like 11 or 12, I always thought like a $60 book was expensive for me at that time. Now, an expensive book for me nowadays is like $200. So look how far I've come from then and now. But this is not the high grade copy that I want. This is a really beat up copy, a reader copy. And I paid only $30 for this because at this store they had like probably eight or nine high grade copies of this, and they were wanting like between $70 to $100 for each copy, and I was not willing to pay that at that time, just because of how much money I had with me and what I had to consider when I was going out there, because the drive out there is like an hour and a half drive, so I had to take that in consideration as well. So. But he said he had like 1 or 2 low grade copies, and he bargained with me for like $30 on it. So I got this book for $30. I have no idea what this book goes for in this grade, but I don't care. I have it. I can stop bitching about it because I've been wanting one for years. But I will find a high grade copy sooner or later, and But it's a newsstand, so I can't really complain about that. So what are you gonna do? And plus, it's got Tarantula on the cover, and I love Tarantula. And Battle Scars number 1, first appearance of Agent Coulson in comics. I paid $9 for this, I believe. I probably shouldn't have even bought it. I probably just, if I did want to buy it, I probably just should have bought it for $6 or $5, because, I mean, that's what I was going to pay for it, but that's what I should have done, honestly, but I didn't. So, I'm surprised this book doesn't really go for a little bit more than what it does, because I pretty much paid eBay price, eBay price for it. So, yeah. And since he's in like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff, I thought it would go for a lot more than what it goes for, but it doesn't. So you can't really do anything about that. And I don't even know how that show's doing. I watched like 2 seasons, and then I watched like a couple episodes of the 3rd season, and then I just stopped completely. So yeah. Okay. Next batch of books are from a store that I actually got luck on this store. It's about the same hours I would drive, maybe a little bit less, probably like an hour to get to this store. And I'll just tell you the story while I go along. Hulk King Size Annual, King Size Special number 1. featuring the Inhumans. Really awesome Jim Steranko cover. Beautiful cover. Love the blues. Or not the blues, what am I saying? The greens, the purples, the orange, the yellows. It's just amazing cover. Well, I found this and a whole bunch of these books a long time ago before I actually bought them. They were in a short box that they had in front of the store. And I think they had like the Atom #1 for $25, but it was like in real bad shape. It was like, I think like half of the front cover was missing, so that's why it was so cheap. But I'm surprised. I am very surprised that some of these books were still there. And I paid $30 for mine, and I am more than happy with that deal, because I know there's copies out there on eBay that have sold for $60 and higher, like maybe to $100. And my copy it's actually in really good shape. You got a little bitty spine roll down there, but it's not that big of a deal, because thick books like this, I mean, excuse me, it happens. Man, my throat is so dry, and I've been coughing a lot, so if I stubborn a little bit, I'm sorry. I'm just my my throat's really dry. Okay, but yeah, you got a little bit of a thing going on up there. But I mean, this is a really, really nice appearance copy. And I just seen a really nice high grade copy, like 9.2 or higher, sold for like $500. So I'm just kind of like, whoa, So I found that for $30. I'm more than happy with that. You got a little bitty thing going on right there, but I mean, other than that, it's a really nice copy. Really pleased with it. So glad I got it for $30. Woo! And that's easily a $60 to $100 book that I got. So I'm more than happy with that. Okay, next book is Logan's Run. Damn, I probably just should have went to bed, because I don't know why I've been feeling like this. But anyway, I'm sticking with it. Logan's Run #6, first solo Thanos story. I know this book was hot at one point, like really hot. I don't know what it's going for now. I paid $10 for mine, so I got it just to have it, and it's a newsstand again, so I can't complain about that. Yeah, just a really cool book. Now I got Logan's Run #1 and 6, so now I just want to complete the run. But I have so many runs that I have not completed, and mini stories. I need to do that. It saves me a lot of money if I can just find the fillers, But I like getting keys because I love them. Next book is Defenders #28. First full appearance of Starhawk. I know 27. I think #27 is his cameo appearance, but correct me if I'm wrong. This is full appearance. Paid $14 for it. Honestly, I probably would have been way more happier if I paid $10 for it, but I didn't. So there you go. I don't think this book was as hot as it once was. I don't remember when it was hot. Maybe like a year or two ago, maybe. I don't know. I just seen like everyone had it. I just seen that everyone had one, and I was like, you know what? I want to buy one, so I got one. But there's all the books I got from that store, unless I am missing. Whoa, okay, I have 2 more that I bought on a separate day, but at the same store. Again, went to that, like the second time I went at this store, they had two short boxes, and this was in the other short box that they had up in front of the store, and I lucked out on it, in my opinion. First, I got Avengers #69. First appearance of the Grand Master and the first appearance of the Supreme Sinister. I want to say Supreme Sinister. But I know this book was very, very hot. Well, not, I wouldn't say very hot, but like people were starting to catch on to it because of a rumor about in Captain America Civil War that one of the members of the Supreme Sinister were supposed to make an appearance in the movie. I think it was I can't remember. I can't pronounce her name, but it starts with an H. Hyper something. I can't remember her name, but she was supposed to make an appearance in it, or it was supposed to be like a rumor. And this book was like majorly hot at that point, and I don't know what it's going for now. I paid $16 for mine, and wow, this was a great deal in my opinion because this stands out so beautifully. Okay, let's get a little close up on this. I mean, you got a few spine ticks here and there, but I mean, it just, I could barely notice it just because of how much of the vibrant colors stick out, and it just completely hides the flaws, which is really, really cool. $16 to me was just a fantastic deal on this, so I could not pass it up. And then I got Avengers number 67 from that same store. First cover appearance of Ultron. This copy, it has, a little bit more flaws than the other one, and this one actually sticks out. Like, the flaws stick out a little bit more. But still, I think $16 was a great deal on this, in my opinion. The colors still pop out a lot. So, $16 for both books, for each book, excuse me. But I am completely fine with that because honestly, the price that they, okay, how do I say this? The grade that they price it at looks better than what they price. If that makes sense, I'm probably not wording that right, but I hope you get what I mean. Like the grade that it is looks so much better than what they priced the book at. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually really glad that I bought these books. So, but this one stands out a little bit more because it's got a little bit less flaws and they're less noticeable. So I'm actually really glad about that. And the last 4 books that I got, I went on a vacation trip to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I went to a collector's store that sold a bunch of knives and stuff, and like they had a bottom level, and the bottom level had a lot of like magazines and stuff, and they had like a little shelf filled with comics. They were all in, they were actually all in bags and boards, which really surprised me. But all the stuff they had was like real late 90s annuals and stuff, which I really didn't really care for that much. They had like a few Silver Age books here and there, and I think they had like 1 Golden Age book. And the thing of it is, most of them were $5 a piece. And when they weren't, like I think the most expensive one I seen there was like a Pizza Hut collector's comic of Batman. I can't remember what it was. Batman, it was just like a really old Batman issue, and it was like a Pizza Hut collectible edition or whatever. And they wanted like $20 for it. I'm like, dude, no way. But yeah, these are like the best deals that they had, like the 5. So I picked up 4 books for $20. So I mean, hey, not passing that up. First one is Rawhide Kid #1 in a 4-issue limited series. I gotta find all the parts of that now. Another miniseries to collect. Yay. Mighty Thor #19. I actually really do love this cover. I don't know who did it, but I love that cover. Another annual Silver Surfer and Thor. And then this is probably the best $5 pickup that was there. Superman number 216. Joe Kubert art. So, yeah, those are all the comics that I picked up over the past, like, these are the comics that I've held off on for months, so they can finally be put away. Woo! So happy about that. Okay. Now, I just wanted to show these magazines off because there were some actual, like, value to it. And I just want to show the highlights of those mystery boxes that I unboxed, I think about maybe a week or two ago. And so, yeah, I just want to show these off right quick. First one, comic review, or review, number 13. Just a cool book to have. And I looked all these up on eBay, and they all range from like $5 to $10 each, except two. So, and these mystery boxes, they were at the whole entire store on August the 4th was 30% off, and that's where mostly my next video, the next video I'm going to show is all those books from that sale. And they were selling mystery boxes as well because they had so many left, and that was off too. So I picked up 2 mystery boxes for $35, which in the beginning it would have been $50, but since they had that 30% off, it was $35 for 2 mystery boxes. And these magazines made it worth it because I got my money back real easy on these. So anyway, these were all like $5 to $10 each. Most of them were. Hero Alliance number 1. I have no idea what this is, but I never heard of it, but it's a really cool cover. So if anyone can tell me who the artist is, that would be great. If they know it. I have no idea who did the cover. Next one. Now this one was actually a little bit surprising to me, especially what it's worth. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the graphic novel. I used to watch Roger Rabbit, the movie, like all the time when I was little, just because of Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit is a smoking hot redhead chick. Man, she is hot. She's a hot tamale. Anyway, this one actually goes for like $10 to $20 on a good day. So, hey, I'm not passing that up. And I think the most recent sale for this went for $10, and then like a couple days before that, it went for $20. So $10 to $20. And I know there was actually a graded copy that sold for, I think it was like $100 or something like that. I can't really remember, but it's cool to have this. So pretty cool. Then got Marvel Super Special number 37. I don't really know much about it, but it's a pretty cool cover. And then this is actually the most valued one out of the whole entire magazines that I got from those mystery boxes. Marvel Super Special number 36. Featuring Dune. Now, I know Dune was actually a graphic novel. It's kind of similar to this, but it actually goes for a little bit more. This one goes for like $20 to $30. So I can't complain about that. But I know there's a graphic novel like that's similar to this that goes for like way more than this. I think they were like sellers were asking like $100 for it or something like that. So I don't know if they're getting that, but I know this one sells consistently for like $20 to $30. So I'm very pleased with that. And I know they made like a mini series of Dune 2 in comics, so that's all I knew about it. And I know they actually made like a graphic novel, like a book about it. So I don't really know much about it, but it's still pretty cool to have. So I'm just pretty much made my whole entire money back on just these magazines alone. So yay for me. I can finally end this video and go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't seen my mystery box video, you can go check that out if you want. But this was just some of the big highlights that I got from those mystery boxes was these magazines. So you can watch it. You don't have to. I don't really care. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. But anyway, this is Comic Collector 101, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.